What's up, guys? Alex here, Trigger. Welcome back. How you doing? So, I started a new job this week, and one of my best mates is in town from Australia, so I don't have a ton of time, but I really wanted to squeeze out a game in case I can't get to any more later in the week. So, probably just going to go for the win this time, just so you get a good solid game in and I can talk about what I'm doing. And I've already talked way too much. Where are we jumping? I guess we're going to go Prim at this stage because we've already flown all the way across the island and Georgia Pole is just going to be teeming with other people. So let's get a vehicle somewhere on the coast here. There's lots of roads, should be lots of spawns, and we'll drive south. Wow, not many. Everyone jumped out early. There's not very many people going George. We could even go hospital. Nah, it's a bit risky. Let's just stick to the plan. Get a car. We might loot here, actually, just to change it up a bit. It's a little bit more risky in the sense that there's not enough houses that you can get stuck with like mediocre gear. But let's give it a whirl so you can sort of see what it's like. Oh, UAZ by these houses. There's absolutely no one around, so we could squeeze in looting here first, and then we'll jump in the car and just drive down the coast a little bit, because you know we can see that there's absolutely no one contesting this coast here. Let's start with this house. Totally worth it already, even just for the meds. Shit, sorry, just fixing my cords, they're all tangled. Is that an extended mag? Yeah, we'll take that one not, just in case. Alright, let's get out of here. Normally you don't want to loot near the vehicle spawn, you just want to get in the car and keep driving, but because we're going to loot this little collection of houses on the left that isn't as vast as, say, Prim or Georgia Pole or 70, Holopovka, Milta Power, the usual places I would loot, and we know that there's no one else around because nobody jumped with us from the plane, I'm just squeezing out as much potential loot spawns as I can. Otherwise, you just want to be the first person to one of the more major destinations, but it's going to be absolutely fine this time. Sorry, my mouse cord keeps catching, so I just moved it again. Awesome, M16. This is the gun I've really been focusing on at them recently. Inspired by Shroud, who's an absolute beast, and he's destroying people with it, so I've been just focusing on getting better with it, utilizing the burst mode. Yeah, it's a good rifle. The gun balance in this game is surprisingly good. The pros and cons of most guns have a really good sort of pros and cons and balance just in general, where there's not one best weapon, which I really like. So don't feel like if you like a certain weapon that other people don't seem to be enjoying, because generally every gun has its place, and just go with what you like. Alright, we're getting the loot. Love me an SKS. This gun's overrated. Especially since they've added the what do you call it? What do you call these things? Foregrip, yeah. Thing's beast. Just need that 4/8x. And we need a red dot, don't we, for our for our rifle. You can make this jump. Boom. Yes. Call me Batman. $80 bullets of 7.62. That's good. I don't need any more than that for the SKS. We'll take a gas can. I don't know how much petrol is in the UAZ, just in case we're low. How far? Oh, we gotta drive a long way. Bugger. That's annoying. And they've got 2 stims, okay. Why is there a bike? Is that a spawn? That's a bit scary. Must be a spawn. I can't imagine there's anyone here. And if there was, how is this house not looted? A little bit concerned. I've never seen that spawn before. Not they come here very regularly, so it doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot. But just because we saw that bike and it's sort of quite a bit off the road, I'm a little bit worried, so I'm just playing slightly cautiously. Do I check this? I'll just check the bottom floor. Oh, I can't see. Fuck it, we're here. I'm just running out of time. Worth it. Okay, I'm so glad I checked it. It's really raised. Normally it's not this raised. Normally you can just see in the window. I don't need that. I've been lazy with the doors. I've left doors open. I mean exterior doors, which generally is a bad idea, but if there's anyone here, I'd be dead, so it's fine. It's much more important when you're in a much bigger looting area, so in case someone comes late and tries to hunt you down, it's much harder for them. Dude, I'm really selling this place. We're getting everything. Suppressor, 4x, SAS. We'll just take some damage. We don't have that many stims, but hopefully we'll pick up 1 or 2 more, and that'll make it worth it. I'd love a level 2 helmet. And we're waiting for the 3rd circle play zone anyway, so let's just kill time looting. There we go. Yeah, sorry, not much to talk about. I've just been looting. Just got a couple more houses to go, and then we'll get out of here. It's just like, if you're not looking for frags, it is just much safer really to when you're in a part of the map where you know there's no one else, and it's this early in the game and you're wanting to go late, top 10, you know, go for the win. Just keep looting in the blue zone, take a bit of damage, you're gonna find enough meds, and yeah, it's just the safest, most efficient use of your time. Anything we haven't looted? I think we got everything. Should I take the bike? I think I'll just take the bike. It's got a sidecar, which isn't great, but it's still quicker than the UAZ. We could even go here. What are we looking for? We're not really looking for anything more than, like, I mean, there's some SKS attachments, but they're pretty rare. It's unlikely we'll find them. It's just more meds, isn't it? Otherwise, we've got everything we need. What did I just hit? That keeps happening to me. I don't know why. Nah, let's just med up and drive in. I'm just gonna get some minor cover. Just, I mean, I'm not gonna get shot, but just play it. Just good habit. We'll double stim and get out of here. The turning circle on this thing is so bad. I just want to stick to the roads as much as possible because it's safer, both from getting shot and from flipping. So I was just mapping out in my, like, you know, opening the map just to map out in my head where I'm going to go. I'm going to cut through here because it's just flat ground. It's the same as driving on a road, and then we'll get back on this path. Actually, we don't need to. These fields ahead are all completely flat, so we'll just connect with this road to our east here and continue south along the island to get to the circle. I'm not in a rush. I just get there safely is better. I mean, I wouldn't ever drive through this compound, but because it's been in the blue for so long, there's going to be no one there, so that's fine. Same goes here. Like, this compound just coming up on our right is usually quite attractive for people, so driving straight in front of it will often get you shot at, but you can just like detour along the beach, which is safe. Things like that. They're very small, like minor changes you can make to routes, but when, you know, over a bunch of games, it'll save you a death or two. I'm starting to get really quite low. That's what I mean, like as soon as you go off the road, you just flip for no reason. It's retarded. We're low on health, which I don't like entering the play zone this low, but we've driven so far and I want to get in, so let's... Oh my god, come on, behave. Vehicle. Driving like this is quite dangerous this low. We're one shot from dying. What should we do? Let's just get further into the center of the play zone. I'll try and drive safely between places of interest. And we'll get in a hut, quickly met up, and then we'll properly relocate for the next circle. I don't want to use these huts because a lot of people will be running in from the western side of the map and will see the vehicle and engage on us. So we want to get away from the congested sides of the circle, more to the center or the weaker sides before we get out to heal. Huts that are in the middle of these in big fields are generally pretty safe. So like this one coming up on our right, super, super, super unlikely anyone's there, or even worried about someone being there, so we should just be free to get out. Still enter it as if there could be someone there. So this will be the third play zone that's about to pop. And before I fully med, I'm just going to check to make sure no one's running up on me. Yeah, it looks fine. One more bandage, and then we're going to stim. I was hoping I wouldn't have to use another stim to get to full health, but the drive was long, so what are you going to do? Let's get back on the vehicle. I shouldn't have bumped into that bench there, because it meant I had to get on the bike and back up a little bit. It just made me very vulnerable when I was getting on. Again, a super minor thing, but just you want to get into the habit of knocking those sort of tiny edges, like not edges, sorry, those tiny mistakes out of your game, because it will give you edges across multiple games. I'm just driving around. I'm just waiting for this third play zone to pop, and then we're going to find a really good position in the middle to set ourselves up for the end game. That's a pretty good location. It's sort of connected to this mansion compound, but it's disconnected enough, and it's a really good type of house. I like these houses with the balcony and the garage. There could be someone here, but it's very unlikely. I'm gonna... Been looted, but that doesn't surprise me. It will have been looted in the early game. Just checking all the places, the doors, the corners, like checking them one at a time in case there is someone there. You always want to clear a building as if there's the potential for someone to be there. Usable loot, that's a bonus. Alright, this is a great position. Let me talk about why it's such a good position and what the theory is. So we're right in the center of this third play zone, and the fourth play zone, the jump from this third one to the fourth one, is when it gets really dangerous. And if you're on the edge, you have to run such, like each one of these squares is 100 meters. So if you have to run, over, nearly a kilometer in game with how short the gap between the circles is like a minute and 45 seconds or something, that'll get you killed so often. So playing the center of the third means no matter where the fourth circle pops, we're most likely going to be in it, if not very short running distance. And that's just going to give you immense top 10 consistency. And it also, because of that, it means we have a lot of information in the areas leading up to the end game of where people are moving close to us, and we're not going to have to move very much. More often than not, we're not moving very much going into top 10. So we just have so much information to make really educated positional decisions really late in the game. So we just get such an information and positional advantage, and the consistency is really, really high. So yeah, when you're doing this, I don't want to hide in the corner. I want to just continuously be scouting 360 degrees, gathering information, protecting my position. I don't need to go for hero shots and make lots of noise. I'm just going for kills that are defending my position for the most part. So I'm not going to shoot at this guy. I'm not going to get the kill. It's an insanely hard shot to make. So unless he's going to like stop near me, we'll just let him do his thing. Yep. Like, it'd be great to know if there's anyone in this compound. They're probably not there from the start of the game because they would have, you know, you loot this place. There's not that many buildings here, so you loot them quite quickly and then you move on. So if anyone comes that we don't hear driving up in a car, it would be people coming to the northwest because that's potentially far enough away that if they drive up in a car, we won't hear them. Otherwise, we're going to hear them. There's definitely action in that direction. That's a suppressed something or other. Just making sure my SKS is reloaded. Someone's got a car 98 to the west, northwest. Or is it west? It's west somewhere. That's someone very close. Those second shots just disappear. First game of the day. I'm gonna put it on that. I don't know. Please die. Thank you. I'm gonna rewatch that video. That first 3 bullets, the first one hit, and then what happened to the second 2 bullets? Did they miss? It felt to me like they just went, like my aim was on them, but they went through that. I thought they fixed that, but alright. Just maybe I'm not waiting long enough. Need to improve my SKS, I guess. No, we got the kill. Like me and like look at the advantage we have. It's just crazy. Car 98, southwest somewhere. $15 left. What's the circle doing? Yeah, we're in the 4th circle as well. Don't have to move. It's really good. There's a guy by that tree. Nope, it's just the tree rendering. Okay. Depending on what happens with the circle, we might... That guy has a car 98. We might go and get that. Okay, there's a guy just there running across. Vehicles everywhere. What the hell? There's a crate. Jesus. Okay. I hit the beam of the window. It's so dumb. Just gathering info. He shot at someone that must have gotten out of the car. Can't see them though. We're in the next play zone again, which is really good. Just keep defending. The most likely place we're going to get pushed from is the west, because that's the closest edge to the circle for us. So sort of west and southwest. It's pretty dangerous to go stand out on the balcony, so I'm going to avoid doing that. Just the surface area in which we can get shot from increases dramatically. So just going to keep peeking from the windows. Going to start putting a bit more attention into this compound. Take the ground floor. Just using sound to my advantage there. Let's stim up. I'm gonna loot that guy for some stims. Back to scouting out. This is a really good example of why getting good cover in the center of the play zone leading up to the late game is just so powerful. Also why burst fire is amazing. Holy shit, that felt so clean. Why was I shooting in his legs anyway? Aim for the head, guys. I'm on the balcony now because I feel like I have pretty good information. Everyone will be panicking for the circle. Only 5 other people alive. We got the circle again. Okay, so this is super lucky. I mean, the other 2 circle spawns were sort of statistically reasonable for us to be in them. But this one, look at it. It's like right on us. It's amazing. So we got very lucky in that regard, this game. Means everyone's going to be eyes on this building though, because it's the only building in the play zone. I gotta make more shots than that. That was awful. I need to use the SKS more. Fuck. I should just M16 them, yeah. What's the lead on this thing? Fuck! Really not shooting very well, guys. Apologies. Who just died? There's only 2 other people left, and we know where 2 of them are. Maybe one of them died? I'm not sure. No, I should have kept my position so I could stop that guy pushing up. He's behind these rocks. Am I just like... Oh my god, screw this. Am I leading too much? What's going on? I'm totally potatoing on all these guys. He got the circle now. I should have killed... I should have... Oh! Sorry guys, you can hear me. You can hear the frustration. I just don't want to get flanked. I'm going to move to the other side for the circle soon. So there is a guy over here. Okay. Or is that? No, it's that guy. It's the guy we've been shooting at and just potatoing on. We've got the hill here. This is good. Where is he shooting me from? He's prone somewhere. I couldn't work out where he was. The other guy could be pushing me. Where is he? Fuck, oh man, I totally... Ah! I made the end of that game look so difficult, guys. I'm so sorry. Just don't be shit like that and you'll do better, I guess is all I'm saying. I had such a big advantage on both of those opponents and I couldn't finish the first guy off and then I couldn't figure out where he was. And then I had like 4 shots on that second guy before he turned and destroyed me. Ugh. That's really frustrating. Bad performance by me, but the lead up and the sort of positioning and the strategy around my decisions was good. It was just I couldn't execute my shots. We should have won that game. Anyway, I hope you got something from it. And subscribe. Don't subscribe because of this game, but if you watch some of my other games, then maybe you'll want to subscribe. If you got any questions that aren't why are you so bad, post them in the comments. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.